Hey everyone, welcome to Cribs. You're here at the Samuel White Homestead, founded in 1827 by Samuel White. There's Samuel White's house in the background here, but I don't live in Samuel White's house. I live in Samuel White's barn. So, interesting thing about the barn here is it was a dairy barn. It was built in 1827, and this room that I'm going to show you here was where they actually stored milk from the cows that were in the barn. And it's pretty cool. It's a stone foundation dug into the ground. Now we just use it to store landscaping and materials and stuff. But the cool thing about this room is in the summer, when it's warm, it actually smells like milk because they store milk in here. And in this room, if it's 90 degrees outside, it'll be about 50 in this room. So this used to be a ramp. This is where they would actually bring the cattle, the dairy cows, in and out of the barn. It is now the front door. John Quincy Adams signed the deed to this property before Michigan was like kind of really developed. And Samuel White, who built the barn, was one of the first settlers in this area. So this house has been here for a long time. My kids always say like, well, what if it falls down? And I'm like, well, hasn't fallen down yet. So it's probably built better than most modern houses today. I'll show you some of the interesting details about the construction inside. All right, we've made it. Welcome. This is the inside of the barn. Some interesting things. These beams are all obviously hand hewn from local lumber from the time it was built. They are 9 inches square. The cross beams that go across the barn are 40 feet long. There's nothing level in this house whatsoever, but that's what makes it kind of fun. They really tried, when the barn was converted into a house, to not do anything to the original structure. So here's one of the only spots where they cut a beam, and you can see here they tried to make it. There's a dog. Looked like it wasn't cut. Kind of a cool little detail. Other thing you can see here is they kept the original hay baler, if you look up there, that they would obviously use to get hay into the loft. So they took that down when they redid it and then put it back up. And now it's really fun for scaring small children. Let's see what else we can find. Another interesting thing in the foyer here is we've got this wall of implements. Shout out implementers. I don't think any of this stuff was used in the original barn, but it looks cool. None of it has ever fallen down that I know of. When we had to have the house repainted, we took a picture of it, took it all down so we could put it all back up and not have to think about where it went. But it's kind of a neat detail. There's some interesting stuff up there. And yeah, let's continue on the tour. Here we are in the dining room. Interesting things in the dining room is we have a leg lamp. It stays up all year. No, it doesn't. If I had my way, it would stay up all year, but we do what we can. Another interesting thing over here is we've got this ladder, which was the way you would climb up into the hayloft. And so they left this in, put some new rungs in it, and it actually continues up into the master bathroom. Someday my dream will be that we cut a hole here so you could go from the master bathroom to the dining room quickly, because that's, you know, usually a big concern is, you know, you're having a party, you're trying to get your tuxedo on, and you're like, I gotta get downstairs now. So kind of an interesting detail there. Over here in the kitchen, you will find a very old kitchen that probably could use an update. But it works, gets the job done. And you can see our beautiful kitchen island here. Doubles as a bubble hockey table, so you know you're cooking some dinner and you're like, man, I gotta wait for that pasta to be ready. Come play a game of bubble hockey. And then, you know, when you play bubble hockey, you get kind of thirsty. And then you can be like, I think I'll grab a drink. Everything you need right here. I never leave this room. So let's head over to the living room. It's kind of a big room. It's great for indoor hockey, baseball, soccer. That's what the kids think anyway. But we hang out here. And there's a portrait of my great uncle, Colonel Saddam, who was a French military general. And so we've had that in the family for a long time. And over here is my first pair of ice skates, which I still have. It's a nice cozy room in the winter. Come hang out by the fireplace. You can sit down, spin these chairs around, and just, you know, contemplate existence. All right, we are heading up the stairs to the next level. It's a weird house. There's lots of levels. Hello, welcome to the master bedroom. We have all of the essentials: a bed, some lights, a giant beam that holds the house up. Over here, we got the master bath. And now we're gonna go take a walk over to what we call the addition. All right, we are over here in the addition. Oh, I forgot to mention earlier, I grew up in this house. So when we moved in, we call this the addition because this part of the house wasn't here. And my parents had 4 kids. And there were 3 bedrooms in this house. So they added this part on so that we have a couple more bedrooms. So this is where I hung out as a kid. And give you a little tour. We got the kids' bathroom in here. Pretty awesome. There's, you know, a shower and stuff. This is Nikki's office, my wife's office. This is a stand-up desk that's supposed to be an office. Right now, you can just make the plants go up and down. They like that, you know, they get excited. This is my son's room. Ronan's room, you can see it is appropriately decorated for an 8-year-old. We have all the essentials: airplanes, hockey stuff. It's like the room I wish I had as a kid, and I'm just living vicariously through my child. Pretty exciting. Over here, this is my daughter's room, and this was my room when I was in high school, and it's decorated the same. She just moved right in. This is exactly how I had it as a 16-year-old boy, with pictures of baby animals and, you know, lots of pretty stuff. So now we're gonna head back through the empty room, back through the master bedroom, and keep going upstairs. We're gonna do that in high speed. Okay, here we are in the other one's a living room, so this one's a family room. Right, TV, fridge. This is kind of cool. This is my grandfather's fighter pilot comm helmet that he wore flying over Japan in World War II. That's kind of a special thing that we still have. And over here, we've got some seats from Joe Louis Arena, which is kind of cool. My favorite hockey team, Red Wings. Fireplace. Never actually used this fireplace. We use the one downstairs. We have a Peloton, which is nice for looking at. Might be nice for riding. I don't really know. And you can see the track for the hay baler up here. You can see the loft above from here too, which is kind of mostly just a storage loft. All right, so we'll keep going. We're almost to the top. A couple more stairs. And here's another one of those cool hidden rooms. There's a little bathroom in here, guest bathroom. And if we go over in here, these were the only 2 bedrooms in the house, other than the master. Over in the bedrooms here, this bedroom doubles as my office in all of its glory. And got a bed, we got a whiteboard. Nice and quiet up here most of the time. And this bedroom we actually call the infirmary, because when anybody's sick, this is where you go. Because you can close the door, you're far away from everybody. You got your own bathroom up here. When everybody eventually got COVID, we put them way up here, which is 38 stairs away from everybody else in the family. So obviously we all got COVID anyway, so it was pointless. But it's a nice, cozy bedroom. And we're almost there. Yeah, you've made it all the way to the top. All 44 stairs. Now we can head all the way back downstairs. I'll show you the basement now. But first, you gotta get back down. All right, basement, kids' playroom area. Nothing that interesting other than crazy framing in this room on the ceiling. Yeah, show you the workshop. This is, when I started working for Hierarch, this is actually where I worked. So I had that as a background with all the tools, which made me seem very construction-y probably, which is nice, but yeah, this is obviously unfinished. You can see some of the actually half-round beams that obviously hold the house up, but they've been here for a long time, and it was obviously before they even bothered to square off beams. The big ones are squared off and hand-hewn, but all the beams that hold up the first floor are actually just round logs that they planed on one side. So that's pretty much the basement.